I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. 2 times in 1 year, huh? It's gotta be a record for me to make a video like this. Um, Gosh, okay. Let me just tell you guys a little something. I attract a lot of weird people for the weirdest reason. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. It just kind of happens. Um, and I have a little story for you guys that just happened today. I couldn't help it. I just had to talk to you guys about this because, well, it's funny, and I'm gonna make a fucking example out of this person. So let's go ahead and break down this what happened. Let's go back to 2023. It was 8/27/2023, and I met this person randomly on a on this server. I was just talking to them. They seemed like a pretty chill person. And I'd talk to them very occasionally. We were just talking for like literally like 2 days, and they asked me a question. They're like, "Hey, do you have any more of those servers? Because I just got blocked on one of the servers. Like she got banned on one of the servers. So I sent her a new server because well, I felt bad. I didn't know why she got banned. I was like, you know what? You seem like a pretty good person. I might as well, like invite you to another server. So it was just about 2 days after we started talking that it asked if I would be her BF, and I was like, boyfriend or best friend? And she's like, boyfriend. And I'm like, you barely know me. You barely know me. Like, I barely even know what you look like. And you're asking me this? And they got super upset when I said no. And they were being super weird. And they were like sending gifs of like people giving the fucking middle finger. And they were like super upset. And when they showed me what they looked like, they didn't look my age. And they're like, well, how about you just be my boyfriend or some shit like that? And I'm gonna read this off to you, and then I'll explain it while I'm reading off. So I said, dude, I don't even want to. You're a weirdo, and that's all I need to know. Oh, so she was probably asking if I wanted to get to know her better, and then we could like get into a relationship. And then you just said when I said you're a weirdo. She's like, I know I'm a weirdo. So what? Fucking who cares? I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. And after that, I said, you just met me, and now you say shit just because you got butthurt about me saying no. Because first of all, you barely showed what you look like. You showed quite literally pictures of just your eyes, and I don't really even know you. You started to be a bitch to me by sending a gift where it was a little girl giving the bird, which I still don't understand about. And you decided to just say fuck you to me and act like you aren't crying behind the phone screen. And then I said, so again, fuck off. Because she wasn't leaving me alone. I kept telling her, back off, you're weird, back off. And she was just being such a fucking weirdo. And I got this random person who added me in like the middle of fucking shit nowhere. I added them back because I was curious. Here's where all the shit goes wrong. I was curious. With that other person, I was curious. With this person, I was curious. I asked, who's this? They said, a human. I'm like, oh really? I was thinking a bit more specific. And they sent a fucking, like a gif, and they're like, okay. I'm like, so who exactly are you? And like, I'm a human who called Ice. And she's like, who's Mike? I'm like, I'm just gonna unadd you then if you don't want to answer. And she's like, a person that you've blocked before, smiley face. And I'm like, you're kind of just confusing me here. I've blocked quite a few people. And then she said, Mike, smiley face. I'm like, so you gonna answer or get blocked again? And she's like, what should I answer? Who you are. And she's like, we were talking in another account and you blocked me. And I'm like, but what's your real name? And she's like, I didn't tell you. And I'm saying, well, how about you start now? Because you're not fucking telling me. You're not giving me shit to work off of. How about you tell me now? And I'm like, how'd you find this account? And she's like, by my other account. And I'm like, so give me a bit of context of who you are and what exactly we were. And she's like, maybe. Wait. I'm like, alright, man, I think I'm just gonna block you if you're gonna try and keep being mysterious. And she's like, I can't find our old conversation, I have too many people. And then she's like, alright, Waffle, goodbye. Waffle was my old username, so I looked at my old account, and you know what, I'll tell you, I'll explain. So she's like, I can't find our old conversation, I have too many people. Alright, Waffle, goodbye. And I'm like, so you don't care to explain who or how you knew, who you are or how you knew me? And she's like, you might get mad happily. And I'm like, mad happily? She's like, and I fucking looked up her username on my old account, and and in all caps, I was so shocked because I never thought I'd run into her again. And in all caps, I'm like, wait, that's you? I just found our old conversation. She's like, where? Damn. And I'm like, you asked if I could be your boyfriend after barely knowing me and got upset when I said no. And she's like, I don't remember. And I sent her a screenshot, and she's like, laughing face, what the fuck? Like, WTF? And I'm like, wow, no wonder why I blocked you. And she's like, okay, block me again. And I'm like, anything you want to say to YouTube? And she's like, your YouTube? And I'm like, you know, let's just pause on that. My YouTube? No, someone else's YouTube. Yes, my YouTube. Also, hi. If you're watching this, hi, you're weird. Stop messaging people. Learn how to fucking have some decency, or just be fucking normal. Maybe, I don't know. Just don't do what you've done before. Thanks. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make it a YouTube video about this. And she said, I would like to say you're handsome. And she's like, using our conversation, and I'm like, yupperoonie. And also, ew, because fucking ew, you're giving me the heebie-jeebies. You're like, I'd also like to say you're handsome. Dude, get the fuck out of here. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, and she's like, she responded how to when I said, yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about this. And I'm like, I'm gonna talk about how weird you are on YouTube and commentate on it and make an example out of you to show that people need to be less weird when trying to talk to the other gender. And she's like, sad. Let's pause right there. Because this doesn't apply to only women. It applies to a lot of men. Because men don't know how to talk to women, and they say weird shit like this. And this is one of the rare women who have said that, who've been like this. So, be fucking better than that. Be better than that, honestly. And then she responded to, like, me commentating on it, and she's like beluga? And she's like, and she literally just responded to this, like, fucking 4 minutes ago. She's like beluga, which is, I guess, maybe a YouTuber. And she responded as, so anything you want to say to YouTube? And she said, hello. She says, hello, guys. Fucking throw spitballs at her. Throw a fucking tomato at her. Jesus Christ. Get your fucking act straight. Jesus. You should be fucking embarrassed. You should actually be embarrassed. You need to fucking go outside a little bit. Breathe some fresh air. Get out of that fucking musty room. And don't be weird. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But just don't be weird. Just take it easy. Be less out there. Just don't be like how you are, maybe, right here. Maybe make a bit of changes, or maybe you just don't talk to men. I don't know, just don't, anyways, you guys, just don't be like this person, please, because no one likes these kinds of people. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little spitball shooting, that little fucking shame fest. And yep, that's it. Bye.